I think the last that I had up. How do
Yeah,
I change this shit?
this nigga brought a prop. This nigga brought a prop to the after interview, y'all.
I can't with this
This
nigga.
nigga brought a prop to the after interview. What's the word, my nigga?
Bless King, man. I'm just glad it's done. I'm glad
Yeah,
it's over.
I bet you are, man. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this though. Like going into the battle, was it always the plan to do a prop in every round, or was you like did that
No,
come about?
it wasn't because only because I kept thinking back and forth. What if I'm doing too much? I know I definitely want to do one or two, but would it be too much? And then I'm thinking like, damn, this nigga DNA might steal my moment. So it's like I need a backup prop in case he steal it. So as
Okay,
the
okay.
battle got closer, I was like, you know what? Let me just put some insurance on this shit because shit could get dark.
How you felt up like being there, being that shit being your first Summer Madness, they going crazy, you know what I mean? They fucking with you, you win the coin toss, like that shit that
Yo, winning the coin toss made me feel way more comfortable because I was pacing in the back of that building trying to get my third. And the crazy part, my third round was the round I had the most trouble with. That's the round
that's
I was trying to
crazy.
get it in my head. So just winning that coin toss mentally, like, kind of calmed my nerves and my anxiety. I'm like, all right, good. I might be able to get through this shit. So, but the feelings still feel kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because with everybody on the card, you got DNA, you got Twerk, you got Ab, you got Rock, it's so many crazy names on the card, and for me to actually be able to kind of stand out and be noticed amongst everybody, and to have a showing like that, I just think that shit is incredible, and I feel like I'm finally where I need to be, and I was patient. I was patient.
Nah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I'm not saying that just because it was versus me, but I mean, I am saying it because it was just versus me. I definitely feel like you had performance of the night for
I
sure,
appreciate that,
for
and
sure.
I feel like that. I'm gonna say this too. I feel like versus anybody else, I don't think I would have been able to stand out as far as like the battle was just of so much more importance because it was against you. You know what I'm saying? Anything else wouldn't have made that much sense, or it might even got overlooked. But I feel like it just made so much sense who it was and what I had to go through because you you one of the toughest dudes to beat in the game, and you
Yeah.
done did it all. Like you did everything 10 times over to where even battle rappers that's even on your level still haven't even done yet. So it's just a surreal feeling. Shit is crazy.
Nah, bro, but you worked hard for it. You definitely deserve it. You know what I mean? You definitely went crazy. That shit. Like I said, me, I was furious when I lost the coin toss because I knew the props was coming, and I'm like, yo,
Like,
whatever the last one is, there's nothing. I don't get to say nothing back after it.
I ain't gonna lie. If I lost that coin toss, I might have like took that last prop. Was like, yeah, we're just gonna end it because if that nigga take that away from me, it's really over. It's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
what's crazy is I had one for Don DeMarco, but then I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna chance it right now.
And I thought of that one last minute too, and I was like, you know what? We ain't see Don DeMarco at the at that event. We ain't get that feeling in so long. We got
Yeah,
to bring him back. We got to bring Don DeMarco in the building.
yeah.
Got to get him back in there. So that was a homage definitely to the God. You know what I'm saying? The Don DeMarco, shout out to Don DeMarco. So that was definitely for him.
Yeah, nah, whatchamacallit, nah, cause you know the last one was whatchamacallit, Bang Bang. So that's the one I was gonna do.
Well, see, that'd have been a rebuttal because I ain't think to
Yeah, that's
do
what I'm
bang
saying.
bang
Yeah.
because I didn't want to overdo it. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, let me not overdo it. Let me just and then boom,
Cause you know
damn, that shit would have been.
yeah, this what I'm saying. Like I already had it to say it, but I'm like, yo, at this point, cause I remember I told you this off camera that I had a prop that I was going to do, but I took it out last minute, so I didn't bring my Bluetooth. So now I'm like, if I just regularly say bang bang, it ain't gonna hit. If I would have had the Bluetooth,
Uh,
I'd have found that shit immediately, and then I know it would have rocked. I'd have been like, nigga, you know what I mean? Like one more, but yeah, but that's why that's why I was like, yo, that shit was executed perfectly because my mom worked fast, so I thought about bang bang after shit like that. But of course,
that's the scariest shit.
my first one was shit like that. So when that shit hit, I'm like, okay, this nigga smart. But your man kept telling me though. Remember the Indian nigga? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got something for if you want to rebuttal. Yeah, we got something in the stash. So I already put it in my mind. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I know it's gonna be a follow up with whatever he does to basically say like, if you try to come back after that, that shit
That's my insurance policy.
Yeah, that's an insurance policy. But
Because yeah.
But nah, that shit was fun up there. The funniest thing was I did not think I was gonna get that basketball back. When I got that shit back, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When you did that shit, I said, fuck. I was pissed. I was like, yo, why would? First of all, I'm the asshole for throwing in the crowd. No, I should have given it back to my man.
Nah, niggas thought when you threw it in the crowd, you was because of the sham guard line. Remember, he do the so niggas thought you would. If a nigga would have threw it back in the crowd and you had that as a move, it'd have been insane. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why Clips thought that's what you was doing when you went in the crowd. But me, knowing, because you know we cool, I'm like, nah, he's hyped. He's hyped that they fucking with him. He just threw it in the crowd.
I just threw it just like on a rookie move.
Yeah, so in my mind, I'm like, yo, they fuck with me enough. Somebody gonna throw this basketball back.
That's a fact.
And I'm like, yo, once they threw the basketball back, I was like, all right, yeah, this shit is gonna be lit. But nah,
that shit was a movie, man.
What's crazy, right? And my man, just my opinion, because this nigga like he fuck with me and Av heavy, so he got me winning everybody. He's like, yo, this the first time I think I'm happy for somebody that beat DNA, like where I'm cool with it. But I feel the same way. One, because you my guy, and two, I know you work, you know what I mean, real hard. Then I mean, get to this spot that you at right now. So you know what I mean. That's definitely. That's probably why I'm not. But I'm definitely still mad though. So
I mean, listen, but I understand it on your end too, because it's like to have so many accolades and have an immaculate record and just be known for just, you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's a chip, you know what I'm saying. Like, man, like listen, I know it's not like super. It's like when you got a brand new car, you got that little scratch. Even if niggas can't see it, it's the fact that it's that little ding right there. It's like I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody else could see it, but
you know,
I definitely feel what you're saying.
Had it not been you and we wasn't cool, I probably would have wore it. You know what I mean? I still wore it because I wore it when niggas said what happened with Vixen. But I'm saying, like, to be cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But you know what it is though? It's not a lot of niggas that are so comfortable just who they are and just being a real person in general to be able to even express themselves in ways that it's like I'm me in every aspect, in every emotion, in every situation. I'm me. A lot of people fear that. You know, they worry about their brands or they worry about certain things, but when you know who you are and you know the work you put in, you can express yourself and be you 100% of the time and nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Facts.
If it's to the point where Lux like, what's up? He's still like, we was backstage. Lux still like, what we doing? He was trying to get it on the homecoming. We know what it is. We know what it is. That's a whole different situation. You know
no, of course.
This battle was for my initiation and my graduation. That's what the battle meant. That's just what it meant right there. You know what I'm saying? We came out there to do this for the people, to show people that I belong. And what better way to do it with my brother? That's basically what this is all about.
No, facts. But yeah, my whole thing is too, like, I feel like because, and I don't know how people, and I know you think the same way. Like me, I could talk my shit. That's why in the face off, you know what I mean? I was being funny saying whatever. But I feel like if I say I fuck with somebody, and I mean, it is what it is. Like, of course, if it's debatable, if it's close as a competitor, I'm a steer it my way. But if they clearly saying I lost, I feel like I'm being a whack nigga now if I get on camera and I'm like, because I'm taking away, you know what I mean? Like, I know I still got power. It's people that hit me right now, yo, DNA, you bugging, the shit is close, watching. I'm like, no, not in my opinion. So I'm like, I don't even want to, you know what I mean? Like, use my power because it's like, that's, you know what I mean? At that point, it's like, yo, there's no need to do that if that's what happened. But I see
because you got enough power. That's the craziest part of the thing about it. And you got enough power to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's, that's real shit right there, man.
Yeah, I see.
Everybody not like that.
No, facts. I seen this shit with 3 Letterman where you said, like, yo, that nigga DNA said it. But remember, I was telling you, I said, yo, in the small room, I actually feel like because you such a crazy performer, I got a chance, like, not mean to do what they be like, oh, DNA, like, not mean be stopping niggas. I'm like, yo, on a big stage, if you know what you're doing, it probably be tougher for me on there because you're animated and dynamic, and look how that shit played out.
That was crazy. You told me that. That's the crazy part. You said you have way better chance on the big stage, and I was like, but I see what you mean. Like, I see what you mean, and it all only is because of the crowd control.
Yeah.
Like if you could get to that point to where you can get them, because I even said that before. I said the only way I have a chance with DNA is if I could just get the crowd's attention. If I could get their attention and keep them as long as possible, it would give me the best chance.
Yeah, but you read the room well too, because at the beginning of that first, it wasn't that you wasn't getting busy. It was, I mean, it was that turn up. You found that turn up moment.
Yeah.
I mean, to kick up. Fact.
I had to reevaluate. I said, all right, I'm too. I gotta calm down and just do it and just flow. Just let it flow. Stop being so anxious and just do it. I was like, okay, I gotta get into a different pocket I gotta change my whole I gotta slow down. And they started receiving it. So yeah, I had to do that quick because I was like, it's gonna get dark. And then when you rebuttal, after the second, I'm like, all right, I know what I'm doing. Then when you rebuttal, I said, fuck, I'm going back down. What the fuck going on? But I had to read the room again.
Yeah, no. That shit, that whole shit was crazy. So what's up with you and Rock, man? I was back there. I was backstage when it happened, but whatchamacallit, you really think that's gonna be the next one? That's gonna be the next one up?
I mean, Rock saying, even Smack saying he said on a joint too, like it's official, it's already locked in. So
yeah, that'd be.
I'm thinking that'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. And it'll really be a chance to show, like now that I'm here, like what's gonna happen now, like what's the next chapter. You know what I'm saying? So
no, for sure. But I also seen some shit you said on 3 Letterman. That I was like, yo, when this nigga come on the show, I'ma correct him. You was like, yo, if I go crazy with Rock after the battle with DNA, I'm going for champion of the year next year. I'm like, nigga, if you do that this year, you might be going for champion of the year this year.
Yeah. You know what? You're right.
How many battles you had this year though? Foots,
Chaos, 2-on-2, the 2-on-2, and this one,
and me and Rock. So that's 5.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I think that's actually just enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's just enough.
Yeah, they said.
And I ain't gonna lie, man. If I could pull that off and just end it with champion of the year, I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied. Like that is just big milestones to catch in my career to like work up so hard to try to get to a certain point and then to be able to accomplish a bunch of things in the same year. Oh, that's it for me. I can lose every battle in 2024. If I can be champion of the year, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I done did everything I needed to do. Like that's all I really wanted out of this shit though, is just to reach a point for people to understand like I was one of those. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those. And that's just really what it is. That's really it is for me. Just the respect. I don't care for anything else but the notoriety and respect, to know like I worked hard, I earned it. I'm one of those, and everything is history.
Nah, that's a fact. Before you get out of here, I'm